morning and welcome to Juice and Java. I'm Jessica Mendelson.
And I'm Nicole Dementry.
And this is Nicole's first time hosting our show, so welcome to the Juice and Java
family.
Thank
you so much. I'm so excited to be here and so happy to do the first show with you.
Yes, I'm so happy to be with you. So we just had the Duke game.
Yeah.
Unfortunate loss, but
it's okay. We all have our ups and downs, and this is just a rebuilding season. But it was still a fun time. Good Valentine's Day.
Yes, very good way to spend Valentine's Day with 35,000 other people.
Yep, definitely.
It was really fun. I'm glad that people were able to go and do that.
Yeah.
But with this semester, Duke game moving on, now it's like midterms.
It's a little rough. I know midterms are about a week away.
A week away, yeah.
That's crazy to think about. And then it's spring break right after. Are you doing anything for spring break?
I am. I'm going to actually visit one of my best friends, and then I'm going to stay with my grandparents.
Awesome.
Try and get a tan. I'm looking a little pale.
Yeah, it's okay. I feel you.
Are you doing anything?
Yeah, I think I'm going to Georgia to visit family friends as well. So
nice.
Gonna work on that tan, you know. But
definitely.
Here in Syracuse, you can't really get that tan.
No.
But.
So what are you thinking for midterms? Is it going to be hard? Is it going to be?
I don't know. It's going to be just a toss in the air. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. How about you?
It's going to be okay. Not too many tests, a few papers, so it's a little different. But
at least papers you could do a little ahead of time, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And okay, so Oscars are coming up.
So excited.
Did you see any of the movies that were?
I haven't.
No.
But I heard American Sniper was very good, and I can't wait for the fashion.
Oh my gosh.
Fashion's to die for.
Yeah, same. Watching the before show. Sometimes I'm like, all right, what's happening with the awards? I want to see what everybody's wearing.
Exactly. Sometimes that's more important than who even wins.
Yeah. I'm hoping nobody trips like that.
Ooh, yeah, bad. That would be me though, so. I would trip.
Yeah, that's true. So some of our Juice and Java reporters actually have a sneak peek looking at what students think about the Oscars. So we're going to take a look at what Juice and Java reporters have to say about people's favorite movies for the Oscars around campus. Take a look.
It seems like a lot of people will be tuning into the Oscars on the 22nd. We asked students which movies they think deserve to win and why. Which film do you think deserves to win an Oscar?
American Sniper.
Why do you think that?
I think Bradley Cooper did a great job. And it's really the only one I've seen out of the nomination. So,
I think Selma deserves to win an Oscar because I think that the subject matter is just like really important, and the movie itself is just really moving, and I really enjoyed it.
What film do you think deserves to win an Oscar?
Definitely not Unbroken, because it was a cliche movie.
I think American Sniper deserves to win an Oscar because it's made for Americans and it's a great action movie, one of the best war movies I've seen since Saving Private Ryan.
Why do you think Selma deserves to win an Oscar?
Because it brought back things about black consciousness that we kind of strayed away from.
I would have to say probably it's between Selma and American Sniper. American Sniper, Bradley Cooper did a great job in the movie. The production was good. The whole story play was great. I felt it when I watched it. But Selma was probably, I would say one of the greatest movies.
What film do you think deserves to win an Oscar?
Probably Boyhood. It's the only one I've seen recently, so.
What did you like about it?
I thought it was really cool how they followed him. It's the same actors throughout the whole movie, years later. So I thought that was really cool.
I haven't seen too many, but I've heard wonderful things about American Sniper, so I plan on seeing it within the next couple weeks.
Are you a Bradley Cooper fan?
Yes, huge Bradley Cooper fan.
I think that Boyhood is the favorite right now to win the Oscar, but I think that Birdman is going to be up there, I think, for it.
I think that the film that deserves to win an Oscar is Selma. I think it's a really interesting movie. It's so inspirational, so many details, and takes us back, like Sankova, to know your history so you can move forward. And I look forward to them hopefully winning an Oscar.
Do you plan on watching the Oscars?
I do.
Of course.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Probably not, because I have so much work I have to do. So.
I'm Colleen Callender, Juice and Java.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. I'm here with Nia Maldonado, one of the co-producers and founder of a new show here at Syracuse, Freshman at Life. Thank you for being here.
No problem, Jessica.
Okay, so can you describe to us what is Freshman at Life for those of us who don't know?
Freshman at Life is a show. It's a lot like Girl Code. It's the format.
Okay. So it's like comedians and funny things? All
yes, and we have very funny sketches. We have... I don't want to spoil anything too much, but there's a 50 Shades of Grey trailer parody.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
You might enjoy. Yeah. But I mean, freshman at life, it's just someone who's really bad at life. And I mean...
Okay, I was originally thinking it was like freshmen on campus, like the silly things that they do.
I mean, yes and no, but I mean, because freshmen do silly things and they need help doing basic tasks.
Yeah.
But I mean, the show Freshman at Life is about, you know, people who just
in general, who need help with doing things, just very low key. All right,
yes,
I get it.
Exactly.
That's funny. So how did this show come about?
Well, I've wanted to do something like this since my freshman year, and I had the opportunity to pitch the show last semester, and I mean, to my surprise, it got picked up, and here we are. We produced an episode in a week, and our pilot is now on YouTube, so you can look it up, and it should be on OTN later this week.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So what can we expect from the show? Like, so we have sketches, you said, mostly comedies. Is that how the format is of the show?
It is. And every show is a topic.
Okay.
So this week was, you know, college relationships and Valentine's Day.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Valentine's Day is the Duke game this
yes,
year. So
yes. So that, you know, it wasn't too bad for her. But next week will be on-campus living is the topic.
That's a good
all
one.
of those roommate horror stories are going to come out.
Yeah. So how is the show set up? You have writers, you have hosts. What's the breakdown behind the scenes of the show?
We have a team of writers, and we have hosts, and the hosts oftentimes help with the writing because, you know, they're writing for themselves. They're the ones saying it.
So it makes it flow easier.
Yes, yes. We have a team of editors, and we have social media, and then me and my co-producer who sort of oversee the whole thing and make sure everything goes smoothly.
That's awesome. So how did you guys get people involved in the show? I know you said you pitched it last semester. You've already put out an episode. How did you get the ball rolling?
We sent an email to the TRF listserv, and thankfully, like by word of mouth, we have people from all sorts of areas helping out. One of our hosts is a BDJ major, and you know, we have freshmen, sophomores, juniors, no seniors, but, you know, I mean, we've got like a little bit of input from every direction.
That's awesome. That's a good way to make sure that everything is from every aspect, not just freshmen.
Yes, exactly.
And so did people have to audition? Did they come in and do stuff in front of you?
If you wanted to be a host, we asked that you sent us a video because we wanted to make sure that you were comfortable in front of the camera. Yeah. And, you know, you were kind of funny.
Yeah,
but,
that's important.
yes, for a comedy show. For writers, we had them send in a writing sample. Like, one of the questions on the application actually was, like, what was your most freshman moment? And how they answered that question was a big part
key
of
to figuring
how
out.
we figured out who we would take on.
Right. So if people want to get involved or see Freshman at Life, how can they do that?
They can contact me directly.
Okay, just by your email?
My email is fine. Yeah, I check my email every day. So
all right. Awesome. Thank you so much for being with us, Nia.
No, thank
I can't
you
wait
for
to
having
see your
me.
show.
Great.
We're going to have a package on DanceWorks, which is coming up, so let's take a look.
Hey, it's Nicole Dementry for Juice and Java. I'm here at Goldstein Auditorium watching DanceWorks rehearse for Lightworks today. They have an awesome show, 80s theme. You definitely should come. This Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. You can pick up tickets in Goldstein Auditorium, and it'll be an awesome time. We interviewed some people to see what it's all about, so check it out with me.
Come and it's so fun for all of your friends and all your classmates to see what you've been working on all year. We've been practicing since October, so it's kind of our night to show off and show everyone what we've been doing. Our show is this weekend. It's Friday and Saturday night at 8 o'clock.
Reporting at Goldstein Auditorium, this is Nicole Dementry for Juice and Java. Back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. I'm here with Jillian Lynch talking about Autothon. So just start off a little bit about Autothon. Can you just tell us what it's about?
Sure. So Autothon is a dance marathon coming to Syracuse, raising money for Upstate Golisano Children's Miracle Network Hospital right on campus.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you go about starting it? I know you're the founder of Autothon, and how long have you been in the process of putting it together?
Yeah, so this summer before I even came to college,
Oh my God.
I was just kind of like thinking about what I wanted to do when I got there, and I wanted to be involved in Dance Marathon because I was really involved in high school in it, and I know that most schools have them. I think there are over 250 schools across the nation. So I'm like, yeah, I'll get involved in that, and then I was kind of looking into it, and we don't have one. So I thought, why not start it? I knew we had Upstate when I was visiting. I saw it, and I was surprised that we didn't do anything for them.
Most definitely.
So I got in contact with Children's Miracle Network, and I was set up with an advisor, and ever since then I've been working to get it here.
That's awesome. So I know it's a dance marathon. What else do you do there? I know you raise money, but how do you go about doing both? How long is it? I know a lot of people are they don't know what it's exactly about. So
it's not really a dance or a marathon.
Okay.
I guess that throws people off.
A little bit of a ironic name.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point is really to just stand for 12 hours to kind of show our support for the kids and, show we're there for them. They're going to be there. We're going to have a bunch of families and kids from the hospital speaking, doctors, things like that, a bunch of DJs. We have a cappella groups performing, dance groups on campus. It's really just a way to unite the campus under one cause and kind of see what we're doing and stay local.
Yeah. Do you know how much money we've raised so far?
I want to say we're around $40,000.
Okay.
I think a lot of the fundraising happens right now when the dancers who are participating, realize they have to raise their $100 to get in. And so if everyone who signed up, we have about 940 people signed up.
Oh my gosh.
So if all those people raise their $100 to get in, or even less, we can break the record for first year dance marathon, which is $105,000.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty close. I mean, I think we might be able to make it. Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, it'd be exciting, but any money is a lot. I mean, $40,000 right now.
Oh my gosh, most definitely. Those kids will be so grateful.
Yeah.
And then, so can you just tell us a little bit about the details? It's 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yes, in the women's building.
Okay, and what day is it exactly?
February 28th to March 1st.
Okay, so through Saturday night into Saturday morning.
Correct.
There's a bunch of different things to do while you're there. There's food there, right?
Oh yeah.
Most important thing.
Yeah, vendors are donating a lot of food, so.
Oh, that'll be awesome. So it'd be a good time to hang out, have fun with your friends.
Yeah.
What else about the dance marathon? So the kids are going to be there. Do you know they're going to be talking a lot to us? Are we allowed to talk with them personally? Do they know about this? They're raising the money for them.
Mm-hmm. The whole point is really to just kind of build a relationship with the hospital. I think make sure the kids on campus know what's happening outside of our little bubble here, and these kids who are dealing with stuff greater than most of us can imagine. So we really are just throwing it for them. That's the whole point, is for the kids. So they'll be dancing with us. We'll have them on stage. We have a little morale dance that everyone is going to learn and do it together. And so definitely a lot of interaction with the kids. And then, some of them can go up and speak. And, some kids are probably going to be around our age, and they're going to be there, and they'll be dancing with us the whole 12 hours and be a part of it. And some of them will just stop by because they have to go to bed.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And I know it was hashtag for the kids, correct? FTK.
FTK. It's kind of universal dance marathon.
So thank you so much, Jillian, for coming here and talking to us a little bit about Autothon. So more on the volunteering track, I know Red Cup Project is taking recyclable red Solo cups and turning it into pieces of artwork. So I think it'll be pretty interesting to go and watch. So one of our Juice and Java reporters is going to show us now.
When you think of cups, two things probably come to mind: the hit song by Anna Kendrick and red Solo cups. The founders of the Red Cup Project at Syracuse University and the SUNY College of Environmental Science and Forestry are challenging you to think of new ways to draw attention to the issue of red cups and partying.
After a weekend of partying on Thursday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights, I always notice them on Monday mornings walking into class, like some here, some there. As we've been picking them up off the streets, you start to really realize how big of an issue this is.
That's why Kate and 3 others founded the Red Cup Project.
I think there's just a complete lack of discussion about what happens to things after you use them. Also, the issues related to the material of red Solo cup plastic, which is number 6, which, as we talked about, it's not recyclable in this area.
A design competition was created to take the plastic cups out of the garbage and into the public eye.
Using public art is a way to get people talking about the issues of that are related to partying.
Kate said you don't have to be a design student in order to submit your idea on an 8.5 by 11-inch sheet of paper, but they will figure out how to put it together for you. Reporting for Juice and Java, I'm Caroline Strange.
Welcome back. I'm here with Fatima Faisal, who is a campus ambassador for the Gift of Life Foundation. Thank you for being with us.
Of course.
So can you tell us what Gift of Life is?
So Gift of Life is basically an organization. We try to find bone marrow donations. Well, it's essentially bone marrow matches to give donations. So it started off with this one guy. He actually was diagnosed with leukemia when he was younger, and he is Jewish, and they couldn't find him a match. And it's just because often when you're a minority, it's hard to find a match. And so he finally found one, and he started the organization. And it started off for minorities who needed matches, but then it eventually evolved to everybody.
To the masses.
Yeah.
So it started off because it was hard to find, so he just opened it up for everybody to kind of make it easier.
Yeah, because
awesome.
There's a general misconception with what bone marrow matching is essentially people think that you have to be a blood match, and that's not the case. You have to kind of basically there's a human leukocyte antigen, and it's on top of a protein coat. Lots of medical terms, but basically, it has a lot to do with genetics. So it's really important to find somebody who has the same background as you and someone who has the same. Yeah, so it's really different, and a lot of people don't.
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
not what I thought at all. So what goes into the process for becoming a donor?
For
finding out that you are one, even.
Yeah. So for our organization specifically, we use a different technique, and it's called swabbing. So you take cotton swabs and you swab on the top right, top left, and bottom left, bottom right, and then that goes to a lab, and that's kind of the stuff that I was telling you in terms of the human leukocyte antigen. You have to find a match in terms of protein codes, and then after that, if you are a match, then you get called, and you have to run through physicals, tests, blood work, all that, just to make sure you're healthy enough to give bone marrow. And then the process begins, and they usually inject something. They inject a needle in you, and they take it out. And
so it's not anything too invasive, trying to sign up for it. And how big is the database? How many people are starting to get involved with it?
We have it's in the thousands, I know that for sure. Yeah, so there's a lot. It's not invasive at all. We just kind of essentially we usually table at big events where we know a lot of people are going to be there, and then people usually come up to our table, and we don't usually go out to them. And when they do come, we kind of tell them what the program is about, tell them everything, and it's a 5-minute process, and you just kind of sign up there. And also throughout the whole entire time, you can say no at any point in time. So it's not like you're just committed and you have to give your bone marrow. It's just you are in the database, and then they call you, and if you feel uncomfortable at any moment in time, you're allowed to say no.
So it's a very voluntary, comfortable process.
Yes, yeah.
So if people want to get involved, how can they get involved with either being a donor or something like you are an ambassador?
You would essentially, hopefully, we have a website, Gift of Life, so you can also, look into that, and if you want to donate through that. But we have a lot of tapings. We have a lot of
things coming up.
Yeah,
campus.
We have a lot of things coming up around campus, and that's kind of why we started the Campus Ambassador program, is because we wanted to reach out to a lot of other colleges and a lot of other students. And so by having a college ambassador at each college, it would be easy for us to reach out to the masses, essentially.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you said you guys are going to be at Autothon, so if you're going and participating in Autothon,
yes,
you can get
definitely,
involved that way.
We really, really want everyone at Autothon. We thought it'd be a great place to do it, just because it has a lot to do with cancer and all that, so it'd be a really good place.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with
course.
us today.
Yep.
Now some of our Juice and Java reporters are heading downtown to check out a new restaurant called Modern Malt. Let's check it out.
Walking through Armory Square in downtown Syracuse, you may have noticed there really aren't too many restaurants focusing on the most important meal of the day, until a little more than a week ago.
The one thing that, from my end, being someone who lives down here, is that there's no place to get breakfast. There's no diners. And you always see, Seinfeld, there's always that diner below you. How I Met Your Mother, even like the places below where you live. Like, it'd be awesome if there was some sort of diner in Armory Square.
That's where Modern Malt comes in. General Manager Katie Beckett says the new gastro diner is aiming to fill that void in downtown Syracuse. The term gastro comes from the UK, where it's normally used in reference to a pub. Gastro pubs focus on crafted cocktails and flavor-intensive drafts. Katie says Modern Malt is taking that idea and focusing it on the food.
I always say that like, anyone can make an omelet. You just throw a bunch of butter on a flat top. We're doing really chef-inspired, chef-influenced foods, really putting a lot of thought into what kind of product goes into the food and how it's made.
Katie says the focus on breakfast food has been a big hit with the local community. She sees people ordering breakfast at 7 in the morning, 5 at night, and even into the early hours of the morning on the weekends, when Modern Malt stays open until 4 a.m. The menu isn't full quite yet, but the diner hopes to have it finished within the next 2 weeks. Katie's favorite menu item, though, is the Barney Rebel French toast.
So we take French toast the way you standardly make it. You dip it in eggs, and we dip it into crunched fruity pebbles. You put it on the flat top and cook it. It finishes off in our oven, and it's served with our strawberry ginger jam, house made, and cream on glace and whipped cream. It is amazing.
If you're more of the lunch type, Modern Malt also has a selection of burgers and sandwiches and some creative poutine options that are sure to not disappoint. Modern Malt might also add a new tradition to your Sunday afternoon when they offer boozy breakfast from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with unlimited mimosas, bellinis, and other drinks. Eliza Lennon reporting for Juice and Java.
Hey, so we're back with Abby, and she went to Skyzone last week. So tell me a little bit about it. How was it? Was it fun?
It was so much fun. So it's basically an entire warehouse full of trampolines. They're on the floor, they're on the walls. So they have dodgeball, basketball. There's like a huge pile or like pit of foam that you can like do flips into.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
And it was so much fun.
Oh my gosh. Were you there for like a long time? I know if I was there, I'd be there literally all day.
Yeah, we were there for a while, and I was actually only jumping for like 10 minutes, and I was like already out of breath. So it's like definitely
it's a good gym workout.
Yeah, like especially since it's like so cold out now. Like if you need like an alternative, you don't really want to go to the gym. I know they have aerobics classes too, which is really cool.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Even if you want to do something like it's their hour long.
Yeah.
I don't think I could jump for an hour, but
yeah, I don't think so either. But you're gonna get a really good workout. So maybe you go once to the aerobics class and you say that's your workout for the week.
Yeah.
So how about let's check out Skyzone in our segment Out and About with Abby Isaacs.
Hi guys, welcome to Skyzone. Dunk a basketball, play dodgeball, play volleyball, bounce off the walls, do flips, tricks, jump into a big pile of foam blocks. There's a lot of different things to do here, and they're for all ages, really. I was fortunate enough to start out with Skyzone when there was one Skyzone in the entire country in Las Vegas, Nevada. Why did I get involved with Skyzone? It's a lot of fun, it's a great workout, and it's something for everyone. Welcome to Skyzone. We opened the park back in August. The community welcomed us with open arms. Every weekend we've been open, we've turned people away. It's usually, this past weekend, we had about a 4-hour wait just to get in.
The dodgeball.
Oh, you guys were playing?
Yeah, it was really intense. It was so fun.
And it's funny, like, seeing adults, like, play like kids and be so competitive. It's great. I'll definitely tell friends about it. It's so much fun. I mean,
hopefully we'll make it an event that AOE does every semester. Like, that would be really cool.
You know, there's something with Skyzone that people always leave with a smile on their face, and so that's a nice environment to be a part of.
So even though it's absolutely frigid outside,
so cold,
I mean, just bundle up a little bit, but we showed you so many things that you can go and do this week and the coming weeks. So
yeah, there's a lot going on campus.
What's going on? So we have DanceWorks this weekend.
DanceWorks coming up, Autothon, which you talked about today.
And then we have what Fatima was talking about.
Gift of Life. You can get involved at any time that you want to, which is totally awesome. If you want to stay inside, you can do that in the comfort of your dorm room.
There you go.
And warm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But, you know, Autothon, I think, is going to be a really great time, and it's going to definitely keep you warm all night.
Oh, yeah.
6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
And what's better than dancing all night with your friends? Honestly,
so
nothing's better, which is, I think it's an amazing fundraiser. I've seen my friends do it at Penn State, and they love it, so I think it's great that we're bringing it to Syracuse.
Yeah, most definitely. Hopefully it'll become a great tradition here. And
yes.
It'll be a great time.
And then watching TV, Freshman Life, so hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of her for starting her own show
That's
here.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. Totally different than anything we've seen before.
Most definitely. Definitely like a girl code, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And then Skyzone if you really want to get out. So
I might be going to Skyzone right after
Should we
this.
go? Let's
go.
All right, that sounds
cool.
good.
I'm going. Might have to take the heels off, but
yeah.
it's okay.
And then new places to go downtown. Modern Malt sounds delicious. I'm always down for a milkshake.
Yeah, who isn't?
No.
We could go right there right after
Skyzone, Modern Malt. There you go.
Yeah.
We've got our day planned out for us.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, we're so glad that you're here with us on Juice and Java. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, on Twitter. We have a Pinterest too. Like us on Facebook. And stay tuned for tons more episodes with a lot of great content.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us, and stay warm.
Yes, I'm Jessica Mendelson.
And I'm Nicole Dementry.
Have a great day.